slick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The stop made by Miles.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
That's good.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver.
Your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Come on, nigga. Man.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now.
Yeah.
First and 10.
Oh, I just lost one, bro. Man, it's a bitch. I think it was Data League, the one with Kyle.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run
blitz
and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah. Okay. I knew it was something. He was like, hello.
This crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield.
This nigga dropped the fucking ball, man. All them fucking missed drops.
Force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football.
Bro, man, y'all niggas don't need. Man, I swear to God, bro.
They're still moving around quickly.
Them bitches ain't getting paid.
And forcing incompletions.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Browns.
Taken around the 12.
Yeah.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. Come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Nah, wrap tackle.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Fuck, bro.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson on first down. They'll hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
18-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Robinson.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I know JB and Joe
The first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
Loss of 6 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for?
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I know you missing that. I know you top of the line. I know you missing, gang. I got a lot on my mind.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Yeah. I said, you'll buy that bitch, huh?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take
I ain't
over.
pressed on too much no more, man. Too many niggas on. I don't know. I just don't. A lot of niggas.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Yeah,
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
You'll do it
After
again.
the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this
First,
one
I'm still in the first, man. I played 2 already. Fuck.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's
Come on, Mayfield, bro, with that pussy shit.
To Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4
This shit really
passing
make me
attempts.
mad.
The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That ain't going to work.
The touchdown all set up.
This shit ain't got nothing to do with the Saints, man.
But they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that.
I like that you back on the game, though, Keenan. I ain't lying. I love that, bro. Because you was committed, bro.
Leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
I love that, though. You stole PlayStation 2, you stole PlayStation 1, you stole PlayStation 3, 4, 5. Now you back. I sold. Yeah, but I'm saying you back on that bitch. You ain't selling no more games.
Offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Nah, not when it first comes. I'm gonna get it. They gonna get it when it first comes. I'm gonna wait.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and
bro.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run. It's Lindsey. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 7.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And that is going
Let's
to be
go.
incomplete.
Stupid
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about where he goes to the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Kareem Hunt.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey.
Get him.
And he's got
Get him, bro! Fuck!
He's hit and dropped.
Shit making me mad, bro.
11 yards there, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
from the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the
from midfield now. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Play action. Now Jackson.
How about a guy proving his...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
32 that time.
Cleveland.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now for the 50. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's third down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Carl Joseph. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Brown 16-yard line.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's it.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is on.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
3 down, 3 down.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Jackson from the shotgun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Tennessee.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Titans 14, Browns 13.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And now here is another interception.
That's right, baby.
Picked
It's
off
all
at the 30.
me.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Browns 13.
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And Mayfield just getting the play off. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Titans 28, Browns 13. Tucker McCann to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. To throw, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
First down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Titans 35, Browns 13.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And some room to work. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
11 yards.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 92 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. 48 to throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
6 more yards.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Allen Robinson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Titans 42, Browns 19. Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before. trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for the...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield on play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.